Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is the introduction to Project Level Up. It is created by Sophie Alexandra, and the idea of this project is to randomly roll in a palette to work on. So for level 1, you're gonna be working on a palette and hit one pan in there and use all of the other eyeshadows once. So it's basically like no pan left behind style. And then you level up to level 2. Hit 2 pans, use all other eyeshadows at least twice each. You can do it all the way to level 5, and it's up to you if you want to continue up to level 6, 7, or you can reset it back to level 1. I've been doing it for past 2 years and I have ended it at level 5 because I generally work on a lot of different eyeshadows in different eyeshadow projects. I have panned that palette, I have panned those eyeshadows, and I'm also planning to introduce another eyeshadow project. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But before we get into the introduction and roll in our level 1 palette, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Rafneet and I make a lot of panning videos. I mostly like panning eyeshadows. And thank you so much for your lovely wishes. I'm feeling so much better now. It was just flu. It took its time and I'm getting better now. Anyway, let's roll in our level 1 palette. So I have listed all of the eligible palettes here. I have a total of 15 eyeshadow palettes in my collection, and one out of those 15 palettes has pan on all of the shades in there. It's my Revolution palette, and I'm working on 2 palettes in my pan those palettes, so I won't be including them. And then I have kept aside another palette for another project that would not make the list either. So let's generate our level 1 palette. Oh, all right. I worked on this palette a lot last year as well. I think it's a nice palette to be working on. So let me bring it up. So this is the only eyeshadow palette I have from my Glam. It was gifted to me. I have never gone to their store. I mean, I don't think they sell this brand here in North America, but yeah, I haven't been to their store. I don't know what else they carry, but yeah, all of the my Glam makeup I have is gifted to me. So let's take a look at how this one is looking like. I worked on this palette a lot last year because a few of these eyeshadows got rolled into my pan those eyeshadows, and then I rolled this eyeshadow in my deck of panning to hit the pan, and I was able to do that because it's a nice lid setting sort of shade. Even though I don't actually set my lid, I just mostly use it to set, I guess, the crease area, and then I just leave my outer corner and my eyelid unset because eyeshadow is going to set it either way. And I have 3 eyeshadows here that don't have any pan, and this one in the middle, it's a nice holographic sort of shade. So yeah, it has a nice purple shift, and this one also has more progress than other 2 eyeshadows. I mean, the pink one, I've only used it 2 or 3 times in total ever since I got this palette. So that is crazy. I've used brown one, of course, but I think I'll concentrate more on this holographic sort of shimmer because I can pair it with other eyeshadows as well. I can pair it with my Pando's palettes, which by the way I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing a mix of ABH Jackie Aina palette and Subculture palette. I only have one shade from Subculture palette on my eyelids today, which is Adorn. It's a bronze shade, but the rest of the eyeshadows I'm wearing are from Jackie Aina palette. So I have Wigglies on my eyelids. I have ginger in my crease. Ginger or edges, I always get confused between those two, but the one with warm orange undertones. In my outer corners, I have Credit. On middle of my eyelids, I have Adorn from Subculture. And then I have dabbed Soleil on top to give it a little bit extra oomph. Also in my inner corners, I'm wearing Soleil. And in my inner lower lash line, I'm wearing the shade Shookington, which is the purple one. That's my eye look today. This year I'm trying to talk more about what I'm wearing on my eyes. I totally forgot doing that in the beginning of this video and we rolled directly in, and that's the reason I'm bringing it up right now because I totally forgot about it. Anyway, coming back to our level 1 palette, I think it's going to be a nice palette and I won't have any issues reaching for each eyeshadow in here, and we'll see how long it's gonna take me to hit pan here It has some uses, but again, these eyeshadow pens are really deep. I mean, they look tiny, but they are deep. Each of them have 1 grams of eyeshadow. So yeah, that's a lot of product. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at the depth. Anyway, I'm glad that this palette got rolled in because it doesn't have a lot of eyeshadows remaining to be hit pan on. So let's say if it had rolled in for level 4, what would I have done with 3 eyeshadow pans left to hit pan on? You know what I mean? But since I have a good number of pans across my eyeshadow palettes, I think it's going to be challenging in general to roll eyeshadow palettes that won't have enough eyeshadows left for, let's say, level 4 or level 5 without pan. So we'll think about it if any sort of situation occurs in future. But that's it for today's update or introduction, and we'll see how much progress I'll be able to make on this palette by next update. And that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video. Wherever in the world you are, I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.